You are now listening to Serious Minds RNTV with your host, Professor Griff. The call-in number is 516-654-7688. That's 516-654-7688. This is Professor Griff, and this is Serious Minds RNTV. Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously.
Do your children love learning? At the Institute for Self-Mastery, we've been homeschooling for 10 years. We didn't just hop on this because of what's going on now. Check us out, the Institute for Self-Mastery, ismhomeschool.org. Peace.
The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting cells and increasing neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Resurrection Formula. This male reproductive tonic elixir is the resurrection you've been looking for. It is a stimulating sexual tonic with mild androgen-like effects that is nourishing to the reproductive system. You can order them at www.professorgriff.me and www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. Just call 678-557-2919. Your health is your wealth. Peace.
Greetings, Professor Griffin, Public Enemy, instructor for the USCCA. Today, we're going to talk about safety, training, education, and legal protection. Join us out here on the range to get some training, get some education, most of all safety, and definitely if you have to use your firearm, some legal protection. Threat! Contact us. Simply go to www.professorgriff.me or www.seriousmindsinstitute.com for safety, training, education, and legal protection. Alright? Professor Griff, Public Enemy, and I'll see y'all in class. Greetings, family. Once again, this is Professor Griff, and I'm back in the building. Of course, y'all already know Serious Minds RNTV. All right, and for some strange reason, recently I just got out of prison, and today is the welcome out of prison broadcast that we're doing, and I decided to change things up. No, not physical prison. I'm talking about Facebook prison. Before that, I did a stint in not Facebook prison, but YouTube prison. I did a stint in Facebook's prison. Conditions were horrible. Yeah, so I made it through both of them. You know, I was in there doing some mental exercise. getting my health together and that kind of thing, and just kind of making things happen. Decided to change the format up. And every single Monday, all right, we're going to be talking about plant-based medicine. Plant-based medicine Mondays. We're going to be dealing with medicine for the entire show, and every single week we're going to have on Miss Aisha, Ra, and company. I don't know if it's doctors. She going to bring on nurses, the Hernandez. I don't know, the exes. I don't know. Children might say something. I think she got a pet bird that might come on and flex his muscles. I'm not even sure, but we're going to make it happen. All right. I'm on both channels, Quan. I don't know if the other one got shut off, but I was broadcasting to the Professor Griff YouTube channel, and now I'm back on. Like I said, I just got out of prison, so I'm back. I don't know how they're going to allow me. Stall it. Thompson, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. So we're going to make the best of any of these social media platforms that we're on. Sure, I got some information for you. I'm going to text it to you tonight. All right. So yeah, we're just going to make the best of it. So shout out to the Serious Minds family. And I just got a couple of announcements. Number one, we got to build up our economic strength back on Serious Minds. So I put together some caps that I have to sell. And they're reasonable. I think they're reasonable. They're only 30 balls, beans. What's the money, the term, the slang for money nowadays? I don't even know. We used to say cheddar, guap, dineros. Depends on where you're from. I got blue, brown, gray, black. Hold on. Black. I got tan. Hold on. I got the tan, Sankofa. Hold on. I got you. Support the platform. All right. You can order these. That's just text me, email me, seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Text me at 678-557-2919 to support the platform. All right. Text me or email me. I'll give you the price. I might even make you a deal, barter some stuff, whatever. If you are a dynamic person that knows how to make flyers, we can barter, do whatever you need to do. A couple of more announcements that I'm going to bring my guests on. All right. Y'all saw the commercial a few minutes ago. All right. Firearm training every single month. We do firearm training. In the month of April, we just did March. April, we're doing firearms training in New Orleans. All right. So we will be in New Orleans. All right. We're doing a firearm training, and it's Johnny Taylor, thank you very much, good bro. I want to see you at the firearms training in New Orleans, bro. All right. We're doing emergency preparedness, firearms training. We're going to do handgun platform and rifle platform. We're going to do self-defense. We're combining all these things together in one weekend in New Orleans. All right. Please hit your brother Professor Grip up at 678-557-2919. Chuck, chill out. What's good with you, bro? Guy, how you feel, man? You good? All right. My man, Guy on deck, man. Chuck, chill out. How you feel, bro? All right. Yeah, you need one in New York. We can make it happen in New York. But listen, we're in New Orleans the last weekend in April. Give me a call. I will give you the information. Shortly after that date in New Orleans, I am going to begin to do the CERT training. I'm just talking about dry fire training. I'm talking about shooting at laser targets with the CERT pistol. All right. Ammo is expensive, so we're going to move to the laser guns so we can pull from the holster, draw from the holster, so we can get our aim, grip, sight alignment, sight picture, and all of these things intact by shooting at lasers. You will see the commercial because I'll advertise it on here and on social media. This is not a real gun. This is an actual laser cert pistol. All right. I can't even chamber it. All right. This is a laser pistol, and we're gonna go through some training with the cert guns. All right. So like I said, stance, breath control, sight alignment, sight picture. We're gonna get the aim right, and we're gonna work on the trigger pull. All right, trigger management, and we're gonna go over all of the basics. All right, lasers. All right, laser targets that go ping. All right, to make sure you got the fundamentals of firearm safety, which is number one. We're going to be doing the safety, training, education, legal protection. All right. All right, family. Let's dive into this particular subject. All right, so as I said, I have a guest that's coming on, and please mark that date. That's the end of April. All right, that we're going to make these things happen. If you're in the Atlanta area, in May, I'm going to be doing inside a firearms training with handguns, and then we're moving to an outdoor range, and we're working on the AR-15 and rifle platforms. All right, so if you want to shoot outside, outdoor range, contact your brother, Professor Griff, 678-557-2919. Thanks to everyone for the donations. Really appreciate that. Thanks to everyone for being patient. One last thing, I want to shout out to everyone in the Serious Cipher. We will be coming on tomorrow night. Thanks for being patient to make sure that I got out of YouTube prison. All right, cool. Let's dive into this particular subject. Let me bring my guest up and on, Miss Aisha Ra, Dr. G. Hernandez, LN Aisha Ra, on this beautiful plant medicine Mondays. And we're going to be, let's check your volume, all right? Say something, give me something.
Peace and love, family.
I like that. Dr. Hernandez, I got to say, man, you a handsome brother, but I do miss the hair, bro. We're going to see if we can grow all of that back. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to grow all of that back so you can get your strength back.
I know, right?
Okay. But this is the Serious Minds RNTV, and RNTV simply stands for radio and television. I decided, and this is my first attempt to try to change the platform to give more information, because to be honest with you, for all these years, I've been holding this down alone. So I'm going to fill up some of these slots during the week with guests that can inform the Serious Minds family and the broader community, Black community, and broader than that, the human family. All right. So we will be touching on and giving information based on your health. Now, we might be talking in some cases about your physical health, but we're talking about your mental health, psychic health, spiritual health. All right, just to become a well-rounded individual. So let's start this. All right. So for the people that don't know who you guys are, just give us a brief introduction as to who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, peace and love, family. Peace, Griff. Thank you for allowing us to work with you on your platform.
No problem.
Speaking about plant medicine, my name is Aisha Rael, and this is
Dr. Hernandez.
That's right. So I am a herbal pharmacist, and we own a herbal shop, an apothecary in Atlanta, Georgia. It is called Segment Medicine Awakens Imhotep, which is SMI Pharmacy, and it's located in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're inside of a holistic oasis center, a wellness center. So I'm a herbalist, pharmacist as well. Overall, mommy, entrepreneur. I've been growing food, been a herbal farmer for about 6 years now. I also am a Smai Tawi practitioner, which is Egyptian yoga instructor. So I work with the physical as well, and also medicines.
Okay. Hold on one second. For the people on IG, I love y'all to life. But if y'all going to hear this conversation, you have to come over to YouTube. Okay. www.youtube.com/C/Serious Minds RNTV. I can't do it on IG. They won't let me. All right, so y'all got to come over. All right, y'all got to come on over. I'm broadcasting on 6 locations, 3 on Facebook. So go to Facebook, Professor Griff, Serious Minds, wherever you can find me on Facebook, and I'm on both YouTube channels. So y'all got to come on over, especially on Mondays, because I'm going to have a guest every Monday. So y'all got to come on over. I can't even, there's no way for y'all to hear this conversation unless y'all come on over. I apologize for that. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem. Yes, a herbal pharmacist. I also am working on my prenatal and postnatal certifications to work with mommies and going through the whole holistic health with mommies and also beyond their birth. So yeah, I just do about mostly a little bit of everything.
All right.
So, and I keep myself learning and building. How about you, Dr. Mandy?
Well, she was very humble and missed probably half of her list of things that she did. She teaches Kung Fu and Tai Chi and a whole bunch of other stuff too.
How about that?
But yeah, I've been in the realm of holistic medicine and naturopathic medicine for I'm pushing. I don't want to tell my whole age now, but I have over 20 years in the field as an acupuncturist, as a naturopath. I've been doing Reiki since the 90s. I was a Reiki master since 99. This was before Reiki was taught online. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, so I teach a lot of different things. My list is very long of certifications. I would literally have to read off my bio, and I don't want to bore anybody with that. But yeah, my whole goal in getting into this field was to help people, and I've been able to help a lot of people with a lot of different issues, health challenges, and the like. So, if anybody has any questions regarding my background.
Chef, you're a chef too?
Yes, chef? I'm a chef. I've been a chef for over 20 years as well. And yeah, so when it comes to vegan food, I've been in the lifestyle over 20 years and preparing that food long before it was trendy. So I love to see what's going on these days and how people are waking up and changing their dietary habits and getting excited about taking herbs every day. So yeah, I'm
all right, cool. Let the people know where they can get your products and just give them, before we get started, let the people know, give them your website, phone number, whatever it is you have to give them to where they can get your products.
Okay, so yes, our business is Smai Pharmacy, and our website is www.smaifarmacy.com. Now, if you're listening to this broadcast tonight, then once you get onto our website, you're going to be automatically discounted with 10%. So you might want to go ahead and check out our website now. And also, if you're in the Atlanta area or if you're in Georgia, we are located at 1800 Jonesboro Road, Southeast Atlanta, 30315. And then if you want to contact us for a holistic consultation, you can call us at 770-670-7780. 770-670-7780. One more time, 770-670-7780. So we do holistic consultations. We formulate different products that's subjected to your body or complements your body. Also, we have a customizable aromatherapy bar as well. So it gets you away from them toxic products that you're putting on, even from your perfume to what you're spraying to what you're wiping down and whatever you're ingesting that is toxic. So we can help transition you into a more holistic lifestyle.
All right, so let's give a disclaimer for the AMA, so they don't think, or for the feds, so they don't think that we're trying to cure or to all this other stuff. So lay it out, lay out the disclaimer.
Yes, we do not treat, diagnose, cure, or make any claims, and none of the statements have been reviewed or approved by the FDA. Thank you very much.
All right. So to the federal government, did you hear that? They don't treat, diagnose, cure, heal, send anybody to heaven. They don't do any of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, Brandell Bow and Mr. Double B, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate the donation. All right, so now let's dive into it. So the way I want to do this, and I hope I'm not putting y'all on the spot, we're gonna do rapid fire.
Ooh, got it.
All right, so I need y'all to be quick with it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay.
The basic top 3 things that Black people suffer from. Give us what they should be doing. I'm gonna name them.
Okay.
All right, and then y'all let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What it is, how we can deal with it, how we can neutralize it, how we can become healthier and more grounded and more centered. All right.
Okay.
Clogged arteries, that which leads to heart attacks and strokes. So what can we do with that?
Okay, so first you can start out with, you can also get a consultation with us. That's what I suggest. But my top things for you to do is hawthorn berries. Anything, it's a cardiotonic, anything dealing with the heart, palpitations, high anxiety, blood pressure, hawthorn berries, rose hemps, hibiscus, are like my top go-to. I have a product called Protect Your Heart, and that has been going off the shelf lately very quickly. So Protect Your Heart, yes. Hawthorn berries, rose hemp, hibiscus.
When you're talking about short-term things, you also want to look at, because what she's sharing are the herbs that help the heart health overall, right? But if we're talking about the arteries in the heart, if we're talking about trying to get something done fast for people, get vasodilating herbs.
Right.
So we do have products that contain various vasodilation herbs that basically assist the vascular system, the various veins, capillaries to open up and allow some of that stuff to flush through. Now, if the person doesn't change their diet, if they don't change the lifestyle, it's gonna be short term. You can take there's gonna be herbs that's gonna strengthen your heart. If you take the vasodilators, it's gonna open it up and allow stuff to flow. But if you don't change that diet, that's only gonna be a short term thing.
Right.
Long term, hey, if you don't make the changes, you can't really expect a whole lot long term.
Right. Let me expound on that. So let me just ask it, not expound on it, but let me ask the question. So I can still drink 40s, liquor, wine, all that stuff, eat milk, pizza, Murder King, Drunken Donuts, Toxic Hell, Shit Filet. I could go to all these places, Long John Killers. I could do all of that and take herbs and get better.
No.
I can't eat Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, none of that, and still dairy and get better.
No, let me say this. So you named all the right things, because basically herbs, they can be canceled out by many of the things that you named just now.
Right.
So, if we're talking about moderation and
Right.
take a nightcap or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
that can be acceptable. If you're going to one of those places and maybe grabbing one of their little salads,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's always a little gray area, but for the most part, everything you name, the sugar, the alcohol, the fried foods, especially the fried foods that you find at these places,
right,
they're actually inundated with something known as silicone. Okay,
right.
Silicone is the same stuff they put into, breast implants. They might caulk your ceiling or caulk your with this stuff.
Right.
The main ingredient that preserves the fryer oil. So if if you're getting that stuff, you got a whole nother issue that you forget about the herbs. You other issues.
Second one, I'm gonna save obesity for last, because I swear in Atlanta, I'll be driving down the street and I just say, "Yo, this is the hair button gut show." You see the hairstyle? It's the hair button gut show, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so yeah, my top thing has been going on, bitter melon. We always say get a consultation first, but bitter melon has been one of our go-tos for anything that's with diabetes. What else?
You also want to maybe look at the real cinnamon plant, the cinnamon bark.
That's right.
Right.
It also helps with the metabolism of sugar, and helps with the how the liver deals with the sugar, and how it
Right.
communicates with the pancreas that releases these various sugars and stuff. So one of the things you really want to get into is kind of like a backdoor, cheat sheet, if you will, magnesium. So diabetes, although it is connected with sugar and blood sugar, and how that whole process works, but most times whenever you're dealing with a health issue, there's usually something missing. So you're missing a key component of nutrients, or more than one key component.
Right.
But in that particular case, magnesium is often a major component that can assist the liver and the pancreas start to function properly again,
Right.
and process the sugar properly.
Okay.
Yep, we need them too.
All right. So 1 second. So if everyone that's on IG on Instagram, come on over to YouTube to hear this conversation. It's a very interesting conversation. We're breaking down some things dealing with plant-based medicine, and basically how we're going to maintain optimal holistic health. All right. Last but not least, just for this section, obesity. So like I said, when I'm in Atlanta and I see, women. Yeah, I'm a firearms instructor now, so I'm seeing women, and we're talking about how do you stage your weapon. And I'm looking at body types, and I'm like, well, where would you actually stage your weapon? I'm seeing muffin tops and extra this and whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm just like, some people say, well, that's just how black people are shaped. Black women are shaped, whatever, whatever. I'm like, nah, no. And one time I had a discussion with someone, not mentioning her name. She know who I'm talking about. She was like, well, and really didn't know what she was talking about. Basically talking about, well, our ancestors ate meat and ate this and did that, whatever. I said, well, let's take a look at the walls of the pyramid text. You don't really see fat people. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then what ancestors are you talking about, first of all? So we got into that whole discussion, and then we kind of got into what Dr. Hernandez just finished talking about. Sometimes you're in situations where you just have to stray from the path and eat something as far as survival food, I call it. Because I got some stories about eating survival food, being in other countries and then being in situations, you understand what I'm saying? Having to eat survival food just to survive. But that's not the normal thing. We should be right here with a plant-based thinking, with a plant-based spirit, and a plant-based diet. If we have to stray, don't stay away from home too long. Come on back home. It's like, you remember the lunch boxes? You don't get fit so much in the lunch box. When it's empty, come on back home. You stock back up. So I'm saying obesity, especially in the South. Most of us come by way of the South. All right. Most of us have access to food, because the whole idea of a vegan restaurant was unheard of a minute ago. Now you have them. Now you have stuff on everybody's menu. Hell, Drunken Donuts got a vegan biscuit or something.
Yeah.
To eat. Murder King got vegan whatever. They got fake eggs and fake meatloaf and fake whatever.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So those I could consider transitional junk food. Vegan transitional junk food. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying to you, why are we still obese? Why are we still at that point? I'm gonna throw that over and give that to y'all.
That's a great question. Why are we still there? It's many reasons. It could be just, most people will say, "Oh yeah, my mama was like that, so I'm just gonna be like that."
Right.
Change that by, again, your dietary habits, not being so lazy and careless on your food intake. And also, a lot of people like to overeat and just be like, "Oh well, I ate something," and they maybe eating too late or eating too much too early. They're not really working off of cyclical clock with their body. They think breakfast is eat everything and get full real quick, and keep going about their day, when they become lazy, lethargic. What else? They be sluggish during the day. It could be, definitely different reasons. Laying down, just being really careless about their own health and their body. They just think put something real quick in and
Right.
oh well, it's fine. And then they do it to the children as well. And then
Right.
blame the children for acting that way or looking a certain way, and they want them to perform a certain way when they're around other children or around other adults, when it's like, okay, it's mostly your fault. You know, the
Right.
child does not know they don't like greens until you don't eat your greens. You know, they only following by example. So if you're not eating your fresh greens, getting your daily cleansing during the morning, as far as like lime, warm water,
Right.
and fresh and green, even with hot teas, you know, certain teas are good for detoxing out early in the morning. Burdock, dandelion, you're still cleansing around like almost what, 12 o'clock, you know.
Right. We're going to get into that in a minute because I hear a lot of conversations about health, and they'll tell you what not to eat. And a lot of times we spend a whole bunch of time on what not to eat, and we shouldn't eat that and shouldn't eat that. But then you turn around and you continue to listen, and they never give you what you should be eating and when you should be eating it and that. So we're going to dive into that in just a second. But I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you, my love. You know, a lot of it, in my opinion, is lifestyle choices and habit. So and habitat.
Lifestyle choices and habit. Okay.
And that habit relates to your habitat. So
right.
Who you're around and what you're around. So as a child, as she was just mentioning, if your parents are eating just Doritos and Fritos and you know all
he said Doritos and Fritos. All right, go ahead.
All packaged foods, you know.
Right.
So you basically have it's a lot of different components to this, right? So of course we got inactivity,
right?
And right now during this whole pandemic season,
mm-hmm.
you know, everybody's at the house and not really necessarily getting it in like they were if they were. So you have the inactivity piece. Then you have the standard American diet, the SAD diet, that you know basically you're having a situation where you have a lot of calories and not necessarily any nutrients in the food.
So the SAD diet is the SAD, standard American diet.
Exactly.
Okay, and it's overloaded with
all types of stuff.
Okay.
With all types of different fats.
Right.
That aren't good fats, you know,
right.
Having this processed salt. And one of the biggest things, more deadly than cocaine, is the white sugar. And the white sugar, in my opinion, is one of the main causes of the obesity. Because we're taking it in large doses, about 40 teaspoons per person.
Wow.
And so if you imagine, I don't know if you ever seen what 40 teaspoons of sugar might look like. Oh, but that's a lot of sugar. And so our children are taking that in, the adults are taking that in. And remember, this is, you know, we're talking about on the glycemic index, it's throwing your stuff off. So that's towards diabetes, it's pointing towards the heart disease, it's pushing you in that area. And it's addictive. So not only is it causing problems when you're eating, but now your body is craving it and wanting it.
Right. Okay.
Destroying you from the inside. And now people who are even become active, who maintain that type of lifestyle and that type of, don't even have they're wondering why they're not losing any weight. It's the sugar actually creates a blocker where it doesn't matter how you can stay on that treadmill, you think you done burnt.
Right. Okay.
Because you got other physiological challenges now that are happening that is causing the fat not to burn.
Right. Okay.
Your body's basically trying to survive, so it's eating itself. It's a real weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So for the sake of my people over here on IG, which I respect, because I'm gonna have to work this thing out with how y'all can basically hear this conversation. But for tonight, y'all come on over to YouTube and or Facebook so y'all can hear this conversation. All right, we have Dr. Hernandez L and Aisha Ra L on. We're talking about plant-based medicine. This is Plant-Based Medicine Monday. We're going to be here every Monday, and we're going to give this kind of information out. But you guys got to come over here for tonight. I'll work the other thing out as far as y'all hearing the conversation. All right, now, so for the sake of IG, We're asking them, people on IG, we're asking them to come over. But real quick, and like I just finished explaining, and then I'm going to give you all the other tests. I got a series of books in front of me. I'm going to show you all the book, expound on it. Let's move on to the next book.
Okay.
This Monday should be, and I want it to be, unlike any other Monday or any other conversation on a Monday about plant-based medicine, simply because, no disrespect to anybody, and I don't want people to think I'm talking about them and their show. It is truly boring as hell, and I see why our people just don't get it. We have to make it, and the attention span is short. That's why I said we got to do the rapid fire thing and give it to them.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do the book thing in a minute. All right, and then hold on for a second. All right. All right, here we go. This is about 5 or 6 questions that people are asking. We'll hold your questions and they'll answer. We'll take the questions in the last 15 minutes of the show. But now, what should we eat? So you said SAD, standard American diet, right?
Yes.
What should we eat? I.e., if I'm up in the morning, realistic scenario, I gotta be to work at 9, so I'm up at 7. Get the children off, babysitter or school, whatever. I'm on the road by 8. The average person is putting bacon, eggs, toast, grits, orange juice, coffee, and if they really late, they swinging by Drunken Donuts and getting glazed this and filled with that, something that they pipe popping in a microwave. All right, so microwave food. They might get a go to McDevil's and swing through and get a breakfast burrito, hoagie with a part of somebody's leg hanging out of it with sauce on it. All right, and they on their way to work, spilling it on them, dripping down their mouth, whatever, with fries and cheese. So by the time they get to work, they pass the gas station, but they got enough gas in them to gas themselves up and the car. So by the time they get to work, it's coming out of both ends. They burping and passing gas at the same time. Then they gonna swallow it and polish that off with a damn Diet Coke.
Right.
Waiting for lunch. The average meal takes at least 6 hours to digest. Lunch is gonna happen in about the next 4 or 5 hours, and then they're off to lunch. I'm not gonna finish that. Y'all give it to me. What should we be eating in the morning? First thing.
Okay. First thing I would say, you need to drink you some water.
Drink water, okay.
Drink water, put some lemon or lime in it. And if you don't have those essentials, go ahead and just drink you some water, at least 8 to 16 ounces of that water, so you can at least flush that first urine. You need to be digested. You need to at least have your bowel movement already. And if you're not having your bowel movement, that means you stuffed yourself before you went to bed.
Okay, hold on. So before you go to work, lemon, lime in the water, and you have to have a bowel movement.
You need to have bowel movement.
Well, some people ain't used the bathroom in 3 damn weeks, so we're gonna work on that.
That's right. We got to work on it.
We're gonna work. All right, go ahead.
So
How about a green smoothie, no?
Yes, a green smoothie. You can even have a fruit smoothie if you don't have your greens on hand. Throw your fruit in. Just try not to mix your fruit and vegetables. All right,
hold on. I want to get this. Even though we're doing a rapid thing, I want to get it right. Okay. Do not mix fruit and vegetables.
Yes.
Why not?
It breaks down different in your system and your digestive system. So that especially if you're already backed up, you're not gonna have that very quickly. So you want to separate that because it's acids, subacids. We have different chemicals that works with your body. So even if you don't have that green smoothie,
right,
get you a fruit smoothie. Throw some fruit in there and try to use more so water, coconut water.
Okay. I got
if you don't have that, some organic apple juice, not high calorie apple juice where it's like sugar is way through the roof because
organic apple juice.
Yeah.
And then use water with the smoothies.
You can use water or coconut.
Use water. Okay, I got you.
Yep. And if you don't have those, use your herbal teas. Most people don't have the water, they want a flavor. Everybody's looking for something flavorful in the morning that tastes.
Right.
So you can do you a nice sweetener. Sometimes you can do organic agave, honey, some stevia, some dates is gonna be awesome.
Dates, okay.
So yeah, you want to start off with something light. You don't want to impact the system heavy because you're on the go and you have to get up and keep your energy.
Okay, so let me understand. So even if I'm using oat milk, soy milk, what's the other one? Hemp milk,
Yep.
Almond milk. Even if I'm using that, I can't pour that on top of some Rice Krispies or some Captain Crunch. That wouldn't work. Help me out. No.
No.
Pop Tarts, not Pop Tarts, Sugar Smacks.
No, that's not
Sugar Pops. No. What's the new cereal that they have now? I ain't ate cereal in 9 million years, but
I'm gonna tell you this: if you're trying to reach your 40 teaspoon quota, then yeah, that's the way to get to it early.
Right. Okay, so nothing in a box that sits on the refrigerator for a month.
No.
But how about the fast meal that I got to make for Tay Tay and Twan and Data and Peanut?
Give them some fruit.
Give them some fruit. That's
okay.
Cool. Give them an apple, banana, a smoothie, an orange.
But you see the apples and the fruits and the berries and all. They don't have colored boxes and cartoon characters on them. So Tay Tay may not want the fruit. They may want the colorful box.
That's true. No? Because that's what they're used to. You got to change up some things. If you
want to change that, okay.
Function and not be so hyper and whooping them all the time. You want to make sure you give them the proper fruit intake during the day.
Okay, so you just said something that was key. We whipped them because they want the wrong thing, but we introduced them to the wrong thing in the first place.
Facts.
Red 20.
Okay. So a little bit deeper than that. So now lunchtime rolls around. What should we be doing? What should we eat?
Man, salad.
Salads?
Yeah. If you're gonna go in, it's time for a salad.
Okay.
Keep everything moving through. And so if you haven't had your bowel movement for the day, this should at least get you brushing that intestines out so that at least later on in an hour or two you can start to have some type.
So what if I didn't have a bowel movement before 12? I still can't eat the chicken salad?
Ooh, look, people do that. They do.
People can do what they like, right? Mm-hmm. But we got to understand something, that when we do eat animal flesh, especially chicken, it's going to take, and you made a good point. So it takes 6 hours to generally digest a meal, right?
Right. Animal flesh, hold on, I'm laughing because someone said, Drew, put them fruits in a colorful box. Now I'm again.
Okay. That's a good one. That is true.
But check this out. You brought up books. So when I was in my process of transitioning into a vegan lifestyle, there was a gentleman, Dr. Esposito, that's a chiropractor here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And he wrote a book, and he came and did a lecture at a store I was working at.
Right.
It was called Unplug Your Freezer.
Unplug Your Freezer. Wow.
Freezer. And the subtitle was for 72 hours. And the reason why is that it takes animal flesh about 72 hours to pass through the intestines. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. And so the reason why he said unplug your freezer, because I don't know if you ever had a power outage and you had to start taking stuff out your freezer.
Right.
He said after 3 days, it's going to be at about 72 degrees. And so you can start to see the maggots and the worms start to emerge from your fleshly, from the dead flesh within your freezer. Now, in your body, that stuff is sitting in your intestines at about 98.6 degrees. So about 20 plus degrees hotter. So the amount of maggots and worms and parasites are going to be that much more present. And if that's what you want rolling in your intestines, and those are the things that actually make you crave the sugars and crave more dead flesh and crave more of the things that will not serve you. So many of those cravings that we have is because we have entities that have strapped into our internal nervous system,
right?
Now shooting their thoughts into our brain, and now we're having these parasites messages speak for us and decide what it is that we're going to eat. So the best practice would be, I would say, no. But again, people are going to do what they choose. So, I would say a large salad with plenty of goodness on it. Throw some pumpkin seeds on it. Make your own dressing with lime. Drizzle some hemp oil. Sprinkle a little pink sea salt. And keep it moving. Throw you some chickpeas in there, maybe some artichoke hearts, whatever you like on your salad, mushrooms, etc. go in and make that thing colorful and vibrant, and just chock full of goodness.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dark greens, not just lettuce, right?
That's
You
right.
want dark greens. You want to
Nope.
do dark leaf.
Dark green. Okay. Okay. I say put living food in a living body.
I check. Yep.
Living food in a living body. All right. So we're gonna skip over the book thing. We'll do that next week.
Okay.
Because we only have about 15 more minutes, and I want to be able to give people, answer people's questions. So if you have any questions for Dr. Hernandez L and Aisha Ra L, we're talking about plant-based medicine, all right, on Mondays. Plant-based medicine. We're talking about live it instead of a diet. We're talking about putting living food in a living body. But before we get to the questions, 1 second, family. I want to share my screen. All right, share screen. Can everyone see this? The self-defense keychain. Where's my self-defense keychain? All right, the self-defense keychain. Now, I just got this in the mail today from my good brother, Sean Carter. His beautiful wife makes these. Tamika Shanae Creations. All right. Each is just, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 of them, but it comes with a safety alarm, pepper spray, Kubaton. I would put a whistle on here. I don't know about the chapstick. I'd probably have something else, but this is chap ice. Maybe that's for the women that like to put on lipstick, or I'm gonna leave it at that. There's a light. All right. I would probably take the chapstick away, which is good though. Some people need chapstick. There is and I'm sending this message out to Sean and his wife. There is a lip gloss or a chapstick that turns into a knife. You might want to slide in here. And I would put a whistle on here. You understand what I'm saying? One of them comes with a stun gun, taser, and the other one comes with mace. All right. This is, I think it comes in 4 or 5 colors. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me tell you where you could kind of self-defense keychains with taser by Tamika Create. All right, Sean, I'm going to get you and your wife. We'll put y'all over my knee. I said, give me a way for the people to contact y'all. And there's nothing on here. All right. I'm going to get both of them as soon as I get off this show. Anyway, hold on. All right. I'm going to let y'all know where y'all can pick these up in a minute as soon as he give me the information. All right. But I think this is very necessary. If I showed y'all what my keychain looked like, y'all be like, okay, damn, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But you can never be too ready. And in my firearms class, I asked a very important question. All right. In every gunfight, there's one essential thing that happens in that fight. What is that? What do you need? A gun. If it's a gunfight. You understand what I'm saying? It's saying if you defending the self, you need every tool available and know how to use it. Plain and simple. All right? All right, cool. So any questions? Did anyone have any questions? Are you talking about the texture of milk? No, we're not talking about the texture of milk. We're telling people not to drink milk because milk does what?
It basically fills you up with all types of antibodies. Basically, your body is trying to fight milk when you drink it.
So your body's trying to fight off milk?
Every time you take a sip, your body immediately goes into fight mode, as if you were about to catch a cold or
right.
It's trying to fight it. And so all the mucus that your body creates is to try to grab a hold of it and remove it from the system.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Who else got a question? What is the YouTube page? The YouTube page is www.youtube.com/C as in consciousness. All right. /C/Serious Minds RNTV. Serious Minds RNTV. All right. YouTube.com/C/Serious Minds RNTV. Oliver Young says, what teas are good in the morning to flush out toxins?
Well, my suggestion is burdock tea, dandelion tea, nettles. You can do nettles as well
Okay.
on your particular body, but burdock, dandelion is like a go-to to flush out.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
a few others, but if you go with dandelion, we're looking at, the body's composed of 12 mineral cell salts, and dandelion is composed of 9.
Mm.
So you're getting most of what you need just from the dandelion. The burdock actually cleanses the blood as well as the liver and the kidneys. So it strengthens the kidneys and the liver and cleanses them and the blood. So it actually creates fresh red blood cells, which are the master cell in the body. So you really can't lose with that. Anything you add to that is going to be, icing.
Some of these things that they're putting up on the screen, can we do those? Can we do hot ginger, warm ginger in the morning? Can we do moringa tea?
Yeah.
How about garlic?
Yeah.
How about lemon water?
Definitely that.
Yeah, you definitely.
Okay.
The phytochemicals from the ginger and the turmeric, take that every day if you can. We started our day this morning with cucumber, lime, ginger, apple, fresh.
Cucumber, lime, ginger, and apple. Okay.
Right.
That was a fresh press juice. Yep.
And you guys watched me finish off this burdock, dandelion. I think I had alfalfa and chlorella in this thing.
And this was spirulina, moringa, lemon. And I'm about to finish mine as well. This is my second bottle. So, and then we have more, of course, water throughout the day. And then for me, I'm still lactating and breastfeeding my daughter. So I have to have all of this greatness throughout the entire day to keep my energy.
Right. Okay. All right. We're on the flip side of this. We're not talking about what we're not going to eat. We're talking about what we should eat.
Right.
All right. How about CMOS?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. All the time.
Okay.
Yep, all the time.
Our baby eats it straight. She's 14 months. She's been eating it from jump.
From jump.
All right. How much should we cook vegetables, or how long?
It depends on the vegetable. So
Depends on the vegetable. Okay.
Example. So there's a lot of I would say false information out here about carrots and other things as well. Carrots have over 9,000 years of agricultural history. Now, the orange carrot is a genetic mutation. However, it was not created in a laboratory by Gregor Mendel or anyone else. It's actually a natural occurrence. It's just that it's very rare. But that's a whole nother conversation. But the carrot, the tomato, the yam, the sweet potato, and many other vegetables, the longer you cook them, the more nutritious they get.
Right.
But when we're talking about green vegetables, I mean, a light saute, steam, or even raw, depending on your digestive system.
That's right. Some
people can't handle the raw veggies like that, so they will require at least a light steam.
Right.
Right. And that will be beneficial.
All right. So for the people on IG, yes, they did mention yellow dock root tea. They did mention turmeric. Yeah, and he did basically cover the fact that it's better steamed or raw, and all right. So we got to grow into these things and grow out of some things.
Right.
Question I put up on the screen: what should we feed infants instead of formula?
Before I even touch on that, I just want to say something about that yellow dock real quick. So I know yellow dock is an amazing herb, and often is used and paired with burdock.
Right.
Dock has a few other constituents, and you don't want to take yellow dock every day.
Yes.
Don't take yellow dock every day. Okay.
So the herbs that we take are herbs that you can take every day with no toxic stress. The only contraindication would be for pregnant mothers or expecting mothers with the burdock. So if you're pregnant, you want to stay away from the burdock.
So if you're pregnant, you want to stay away from yellow
because it is a cleanse.
It's a cleanse. Okay.
Definitely, but yellow dock is something you want to take intermittently. So don't take it every day.
Right. Okay. Cool.
You know what I mean?
All right. So the question is, what should we feed infants instead of formula?
Breast milk.
Breast milk.
Breast milk. I mean,
mommy's milk. Okay.
That's going to be the key to their health, their overall health. I mean, I love it, but if you're not able to breastfeed, or you're feeling like you're under stress and you're low in milk, then you have to supplement that. Like for our daughter, we do coconut water. You can do coconut milk. And then also depending on if that child have already like some allergies or sensitivities, you have to know those as well. So we do sea moss, we do the smoothies. And with our smoothies, it is basically some type of fruit is not too high in the sugar. So it's different, it just depending on that mother and the child because
Right.
they have sensitivities to a lot of different things depending on the mother's diet or lifestyle
Right.
when the child was in the womb and birthing.
Oh,
So
okay, cool.
it can vary, but if you need a holistic consultation with us, then schedule that at Smile Pharmacy.
Give them your information right now because we're about to close.
Okay, so yes, if you like a holistic consultation, you can call us at 770-670-7780. And then you can also email us at smypharmacy@gmail.com, which is SMAIFARMACY@gmail.com. And also, if you would like to purchase some of our holistic products, then you can go to our website, it's smypharmacy.com. And that is SMAIFARMACY.com. So yes, yeah, holistic consultation, that's gonna be key.
Right. Yeah, and if I could add on just a little bit, when it comes to the babies, the infants specifically, if the mother's not able to breastfeed, you can create your own formula at home.
That's right.
You can create your own formula. Okay. Listen, you know what we're going to do? That's really important. We need to spend some time on that. So if y'all could get a couple of those formulas together that we could talk about, all right, and even make available for the people that's listening. So when they go to your site, that's an extra added bonus. We're going to talk about that next Monday. We'll be on at 9:00 next Monday for the Plant-Based Medicine Monday. And I would like to give, what book would you recommend? Because I have a few in front of me. We're not going to do the rapid fire thing, but let me just mention some. By Dr. Scott Whitaker, Medicine. Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington. The Dark History of the Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to Present. These are mine. And what I want to ask y'all to do for next week, y'all give me a list of about 5 so we can constantly inform our people. All right. African Holistic Health, Little Africa.
Aisha.
All right. Drugs Masquerading as Food. Dr. Suzar. Deadly Monopolies by Harriet Washington, her second book. The Shocking Corporate Takeover of Life Itself and the Consequences for Your Health and the Medical Future. And we'll talk about John Potash's work probably in the 3rd week, because this is drugs as weapons and how they use drugs against them. Talking about, we got to curb some of the language when we start talking about drugs and big pharma and that kind of thing, but we'll work our way around it. All right?
Yeah,
as we close, give them something to chew on spiritually. All right? I don't care if it's a mantra, I don't care if it's a saying or a book or a quote, whatever. Give them something to chew on. And last but not least, let them know how to contact you again.
Yeah, so first of all, Griff, those are great books. Those might be a little heavy for certain, you know what I mean?
Right.
Those books give you deep insight into the medical industry,
right?
The food industry and the psychological warfare that takes place on our people and the people of the planet in general by those who hold certain positions. So I think those are great books, that especially the one Medicine. I recently learned about that book and learned more about that brother. So I like the research that he put into that book. But like I said, it's definitely more telling as far as the industry and what they're doing behind closed doors. We have a book. This is a book I wrote maybe 8-9 years ago, and it's the 21-Day Raw Vegan Detox.
21-Day Raw Vegan Detox.
Yes, you can find it on Amazon, on Lulu. And basically what we do inside that book, I give people a basic breakdown of how to cleanse or how to detox. And it also is a guidebook for those who are looking to transition into a plant-based lifestyle. So there's almost roughly 100 recipes inside.
Wow.
Give you the basics, how to juice, how to make smoothies.
Wait, so that book right there has 100 recipes?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gives you a lot of different stuff. Now, most of everything in that book is all raw, so it's giving you the basic foundation. We'll release. I have other books that I just haven't released yet. Those are coming out soon, but this one is just a great foundational book. It teaches you how to sprout your own foods, how to how to grow your own foods. Teaches you how to utilize the sun, air, water. It gets down to the basics. This is not. I didn't do rocket science in this book. I didn't want to make it difficult to digest.
Right.
I think when it comes to health, it should be easy to understand. It we don't have to go too deep.
Right.
But the average person is not a scientist, so those kind of conversations I save for people like you, Griff. But yeah. So what I would say to people, just in a quick word, is that your health is your wealth, right? And if you value yourself, you want to take care of yourself. If you have children, if you have family that you love, it's not, of course, it's not all about health, right? But you cannot enjoy the wealth that you have in life if you don't have your health. People often look at Steve Jobs as a perfect example. We're talking about somebody that was worth billions of dollars and his company was worth $100 billion, but he did not have enough information about health and what to do. And before he died, he said, I would give everything I got to have my health back. And so something like that should be enough to tell people, like, man, if you care about your life, if you care about your family, then it's important that you do the right things and start to move in a more holistic type of fashion, because your children and your family are watching you. Real quick, when I became vegan 20 plus years ago, my family's from South Carolina. They used to look like I had two heads when I said I don't eat meat. I would come in the house and a little would be a fried squirrel on the table. My granddaddy like, you want a piece of the squirrel? No, thank you. You get what I'm saying? The nails are just sitting there fried and looking crazy. But they smash it. My family puts a whole half a pig in the ground in the backyard. So that's the family I come from. Like, we country for real, for real. And so, but now when I go and visit, when I go to Abbeville, the little town that my family's from, they make sure that they asking me, hey, cuz, what I do for this? How do I handle this? What herbs do I need?
Right.
They ask me about Dr. Sabi now. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's funny that you should mention Sabi, because someone over here on IG mentioned Sabi's and Elijah Muhammad's book, How to Eat to Live. We're gonna get to all of those books. All right, we're gonna get to all of them. All right, we're only on here for an hour every Monday, so make sure y'all tune in for plant-based medicine Mondays. We're not gonna rush through this and cram everything we know into 1 hour. We're gonna take our time and we're gonna move through this thing. Somebody's grandmother's watching this. Somebody for the first time that needed this information, that want to come off meat and come off dairy and live better now that they got their stimulus check. So you understand what I'm saying? So they want to do better. They just don't know where to start. We're giving them that here every single Monday. All right, give them your information on where to contact y'all, and we got to get out of here.
Okay, you can contact us at our website as well, smaifarmacy.com, SMAIFARMACY.com. Also, you can give us a call for a holistic consultation at 770-670 7780. Also, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're under Smile Pharmacy on Facebook, Instagram. Our YouTube page is Smile Pharmacy GTV, where we're showing you how to grow food from seed to table. We do that as well. We walk through different plant medicines as well. Basically, you can find it's a growing television network on our Smile Pharmacy GTV. All on social media, Smile Pharmacy. So yeah, contact us, get a holistic consultation, be better, live better. We got you.
Oh, I see people putting up questions and all kind of stuff. We're gonna get to all of that. We're gonna get to blood type. We're gonna get to your chubby aunt that ate meat all her life, and now your grandmother lived to be 150 and she ate pork. We're gonna talk about all that.
That's right.
Not tonight, but we'll see y'all next Monday. All right, peace, family. Love y'all to life. It's Professor Griff for Serious Minds, and of course, Serious Minds for Serious Minds. If you're serious, Seriously. All right, peace, fam.
Peace.
All right, Dr. Hernandez, L. Bay, and Aisha Ra, L. All right. Hold on for a second. The brain tonic and the Serious Minds Resurrection Formula will be available. I am pouring on the 18th of April. 18th of April, we're pouring and we're getting it out the door. Order yours right now. www.professorgriff.me. Go to the website, order the brain tonic and the resurrection formula. All right.
The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting cells and increasing neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Resurrection Formula. This male reproductive tonic elixir is the resurrection you've been looking for. It is a stimulating sexual tonic with mild androgen-like effects that is nourishing to the reproductive system. You can order them at www.professorgriff.me and www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. Just call 678-557-2919. Your health is your wealth. Peace.